All right, everybody, we're going to go ahead and get started. Let me go ahead and change this. All right, perfect. Thank you guys so much for hopping on. We're going to go ahead and get started. I want to be respectful of everybody's time who jumped on the call today. I know that you guys could be anywhere doing anything else right now, but you're taking the time out of your day to come on here and watch and learn more about this information. So without further ado, I want to introduce myself. My name is Siena Velasco. I am 25 years old. I'm currently living here in rainy New York City. But I want to introduce to you guys this platform that we are a part of called IS Mastery Academy. And I know for myself, this is an opportunity that I got involved with about a year and a half ago, and it's completely transformed my life, not just in a financial way, but also in a spiritual and mental way as well, right? I actually moved to New York City about 3 years ago, I want to say. I'm originally from Philadelphia, but moved here about 3 years ago for a position to work at a major corporation, very well-known headquarters here in the United States. I'm actually a licensed cosmetologist, so I'm licensed to work in hair salons, nail salons, that type of thing. And I was actually offered a position at a major corporation here in the city. So I actually moved here, accepted that position, was working there for about a year, doing really well, made more money in this position that I had at any of my previous jobs. I had, paid sick leave. I had paid vacation days. I had full benefits. I was 23 years old at the time. I was doing really well, felt really comfortable there and everything. And long story short, after about a year of working there, I basically was laid off from my job completely out of the blue with no, no backup plan, no second stream of income. I didn't have a part-time job. I didn't have an online income. I didn't have any side hustle. I had nothing. This was my only income, right? Because I was literally working 50 hours a week at this job, 5 days a week, practically from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. I was busting my butt for this corporation. And one day I was completely, out of the blue, laid off, lost my job, lost my income. I came back home and I literally had no idea what I was going to do, right? I was in a position where, of course, my bills are still coming in. I still have to pay rent on the first. I still have all this stuff that I have to do, but I have no money coming in because that was my only stream of income, was working at this job. And it was at that point where I basically was at a crossroads in my life, and I had to realize that what I had been doing wasn't working, clearly, because I was putting all of my time and effort into one thing, and that one thing was taken away from me with no warning signs or anything. So it was at that point when I realized I needed to start learning how to become my own boss. I had to leverage, the power of the internet, the power of social media to be able to earn my income, because we're about to be in 2020 now. We have, like, if you're not making money online, you're really sleeping on the internet, because if you're just using the internet just to scroll through Instagram and Facebook, like, there's so much more to be accomplished on the internet than just scrolling through social media. So I had already realized that when I was working at this job, and it was, when I got laid off from the company I was working for, I just kind of had a moment where I woke up and I was like, I need to take advantage of what's going on in the world and how the world is changing. So it was around that time when I lost my job that I was actually introduced to this opportunity I'm about to share with you guys. It has completely transformed my life. As I just mentioned to you guys, it's an opportunity to earn two potential streams of income. And so I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my screen. I'm going to share with you guys the first way that we have to create an online income, and then I'm going to pass it over to Steffi in a few minutes, and she'll close out the call by sharing the second opportunity with you guys as well. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my screen. Steffi, let me know if you can see this. All good. All right, perfect. So like I mentioned, the platform that we are with is called IS Mastery Academy. Long story short, it's basically an online educational platform that teaches people how to trade foreign exchange and also cryptocurrency. If you're not familiar with foreign exchange, basically what it is trading one currency pair for another, right? So this is not stocks. This is not, anything related to that at all. This is foreign exchange, one currency for another. So for example, I live here in the United States. If I were to travel to Canada, I would have to exchange my US dollar for the Canadian dollar. And everybody knows that, right? But what you may not know is that depending on how the exchange rate fluctuates, you can actually make a profit off of that movement of the currency pair. And excuse me, and from being able to leverage the internet, we're actually able to make a profit off of the exchange rate straight from our phone or laptop. So that is what we're teaching you how to do with this academy. And of course, cryptocurrency, everybody on this call, I'm sure, is familiar with Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Ripple, right? Everybody knows about how to, about what cryptocurrency is. So we teach you how to trade that as well. So when you jump into the academy, this is going to be your home page. Everybody will have access to a page that looks exactly like this. I'm going to direct you guys here to the left-hand side where it says Academies. I'm going to click on that. This is where everybody first starts off. When you very first begin, chances are you don't know a whole lot about trading like I did. I knew absolutely zero, right? So I was, it was like a lifesaver when I came on here, and I was like, okay, this starts very simple and basic. So I'm gonna actually go ahead and share with you guys the very first video, just so you can get an idea of, you know, what the education looks like and how simple it really starts off. So let me go ahead and, oh, I think I clicked on the wrong thing. Right here in the 100 series, this is the very first video in the academy. So let me go ahead. I'm just going to play like the first minute so you guys can get a little taste of what it's like.
Welcome to the IML Academy. In this video, we're going to discuss what is Forex. Forex, or FX, is short for foreign exchange. It is the place where you can exchange currencies from all around the world. Many countries are backed by their own banks, thus creating their own economy and currency. When traveling to these other countries, you can participate in the foreign exchange market manually by exchanging your local currency for theirs. As the decades passed and the discovery of the internet, Forex found its way online, where traders from all around the world began to trade currencies digitally to turn over profits from the comfort of their home. The foreign exchange.
So that's just like a little snippet of the very first video. As you can see, starts off super basic, just simply explaining what Forex is. So like I said, the most basic beginner person can come in and start at the very ground level and start building a foundation of what exactly trading is, how everything works. And from there, the academy all basically builds on top of each other. So it starts off basic, and then it slowly starts to go into more intermediate and advanced trading as well, right? So with the academy, I kind of compare it to like getting all the different puzzle pieces in the academy. And then in this next section, I'm going to show you how to actually put the puzzle pieces together so it all makes sense, right? So after you go through the academy, I'm going to go over here to our go live sessions. Basically what the go live sessions are is a live sessions, like a webinar similar to what we're doing right now, where we're on a live session. I'm talking to you guys. I'm able to share my screen with you. You can see exactly what I see. That's exactly what happens on the go live session. So the live sessions are actually hosted by educators who are making, 6 and 7 figures in the foreign exchange market. These are people that have a proven track record when it comes to trading. People who are making a full-time income. Trading is actually their job. This is what they do for a living, and they're actually taking time out of their day to come on and share this information with you guys, so you have the opportunity to learn from people who are actually in the place where you want to be in, earning their income through trading, right, online. So basically, I'm going to click right here and show you guys what looks like almost like a TV guide schedule, right? So you can see here on the left-hand side, these are different educators that the company has, the different days of the week, and then in here you can see the different session times and what the topic is going to be. So as I scroll down, you can see just how many educators we have. And this is just the English educators, okay? We actually have sessions in 9 different major languages. So if English isn't your first language, no worries. I guarantee we have educators in whatever language you're comfortable learning this information in. So these are all the different educators that we have. Let's just say, for example, I wanted to watch a session with Christopher Derrick right here, okay? Christopher Derrick is an incredible educator on the platform. If he was live right now, you'd be seeing his screen right here in this green box right here. It would look just like what I'm doing right now, sharing my screen. It would be the same thing with him doing it, right? And here on the right-hand side, you can see how you're actually able to interact with him. If he was live, he'd be able to read your chat, answer your questions, reply to you in real time. So super powerful, because if you're watching the Academy videos and you have questions, which naturally is going to happen, right? You're able to actually write down those questions, save it, and then when you get on the live sessions, you can go on and ask whatever questions you have, and they're going to answer you right there live on the session. So I really, really love the go live sessions. I've been a part of this program for over a year now, and I still go back and get on the sessions because there's always more to learn. It's something that you really never stop learning this skill. You can always perfect it more and more. So the live sessions are super, super powerful. And it's even better because if you can't make it on the live session, let's say, you know, you're at work during that time, you're at school during that time, or maybe you're in a different time zone and you're not able to hop on, you know, when they're live, everything is also recorded. So as I scroll down here, you can see that every session that Christopher Derrick does is archived down here, and you can go back and watch every single session that he's done. So that's super, super amazing. That's like a whole other little like live section of the Academy basically right down here. So that's super awesome. And that's basically what I wanted to share with you guys. Those are the two main components of the program that we have here. But I also want to show you guys really quickly before I hand it over to Steffi, I want to go ahead and show you guys one of our flagship products that we have with the IM Academy. So if I go down here and click on Harmonics, it's going to pull up what's called the Harmonic Scanner. So this is one of the tools that's actually included in the bundle when you get started with us. The company has, I believe, 8 or 9 other add-on tools which are similar to the Harmonic Scanner, but this is the one that is included. So basically what the Harmonic Scanner does, it's what's going to give you trade ideas, right? So once you go through the basics and you have a solid understanding of the fundamentals, you're going to be able to come on here, start using the Harmonic Scanner, and it's going to give you trade ideas. See here on the right-hand side where it's giving you an entry point, your take profit points, and your stop loss, which is your safety net. Basically, all you have to learn how to do is copy and paste these numbers into your trading software, which is something we will help you learn how to do by using the Academy. And you'll be able to come on here, copy, paste, and make a profit while you're still going through the education. So this is a super, super powerful tool. As you can see right here, if you would have taken this trade, we would have entered right around this green line, and it's currently on its way down to take profit too. So this is a position where if you were to take this trade, you'd currently be in profit. So this is a super, super powerful tool. I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and I'm actually going to switch over to our slides that I want to share with you guys, and then I'll quickly pass it over to Steffi in just a moment. Let me go ahead and find, here we go. Perfect, and you guys can see this, right? Perfect. So let me go back up here. Okay, so I went over the Academy, we went through the live sessions, we went through the Harmonic Scanner, all the additional tools. Like I mentioned, you can add on other tools to your package as well. And you're probably wondering, okay, how much is all this gonna cost me, right? Because I don't know about you guys, but I've heard about trading weekend workshops and all this crazy stuff. They run at like $5,000 to $10,000 just for a weekend for some information, right? And that's information that you get one time. And once the weekend is over, that's it, right? So you better take a lot of notes during that weekend, right? But this is actually a monthly membership program where they're not tied into any kind of contract or anything crazy like that. The first month to get started with the Academy, the live sessions, the Harmonic Scanner, and also the Scalper that we actually just introduced to the platform a few weeks ago, which is a new tool, but it's similar to the Harmonic Scanner where you can copy and paste, but it's more directed toward cryptocurrency. So everything to get started is a one-time payment of $225, and then after 30 days, the payment goes down to just $165 a month. Like I mentioned, there's no contract, there's no hidden fees, nothing crazy like that. What you see is what you get. I showed you guys exactly what you have access to when you get started with us. I know that some people look at $225 like, oh, I don't know, but I just encourage you to kind of put things into perspective for you. You know, I know a lot of people will spend $225 when they take their girlfriend out to dinner on a Friday night, or they'll spend $225 on a pair of shoes, right? Something that they are going to wear on their feet. They'll spend $225. I see Steffi raising her hand. She's like, I'm guilty of that, right? Because we like nice things. You know, we want to be able to treat our people right. We want to be able to look nice, you know, have nice clothes, wear nice shoes. I know that, like, I used to work in a hair salon, right? Women spend $200 on their hair easy. So I just want to put things into perspective for you guys. That's something that, those are physical things, right? But what you're investing into here with IM Mastery Academy for $225, you're investing into yourself, right? Not in a physical way, but you're investing into education that could really help change whatever situation you're in. You know, whether you're looking to quit your job, whether you're just looking for an extra part-time income on the side, you know, whether you just want to learn a new skill, whatever the case may be, you can obtain it with the IM Mastery Academy. So I just wanted to put that into perspective for you guys. Like I mentioned, $225 one-time payment to get started. After 30 days, the payment goes down to just $165 a month. However, I'm actually going to show you guys right now how you can actually get the payment completely waived, your $165 completely waived. So I know for me, like I mentioned, when I first got started, I had just lost my job. So I was not looking for another bill every single month, right? That was the last thing I needed when I had just been laid off. So when I saw this opportunity, I jumped on it. I paid the $225 because I saw the value in what was being given, but I knew I didn't want to pay the $165, right? So when I saw the referral program, I took advantage of it right away. So basically, the company says that if you choose to bring in 2 personal referrals, they're going to waive your monthly subscription. And this is something that honestly, I wasn't even trying to refer people. It just kind of happened because I started going through the education. I started using the products, you know, copy and paste the trades on the harmonic scanner and everything. I started making a profit. And naturally, you know, people knew that I had just lost my job. People knew that I wasn't going back to a job, and they wanted to know, okay, how is this girl paying her bills? How is she paying her rent? How are you making money? And I started sharing this. I was like, I'm just going through this education, and it's really helping me out. And people wanted to get started. People wanted more information right away. So the company says if you refer just 2 active people into the company as well, you no longer pay the monthly fee as long as those 2 people remain active. So really, really powerful referral system. You know, this is optional. Nobody has to refer people if they don't want to, but they want to give you that option, because if you had, you know, the chance to get a free scholarship or full ride or whatever you want to call it, I'm sure you would want to take advantage of it, right? So without further ado, I'm actually going to pass it over to my business partner, Steffi. Steffi's actually tuning in with us all the way from Germany. She's actually one of my closest friends that I've made in this business. She is actually a Platinum 1000 leader, soon to be Platinum 2000. And she's a beast trader, guys. She really knows how to, you know, look at the charts and place her trades and everything. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to Steffi, and she's going to share with you guys the second opportunity that we have here to earn an income online.
Hey guys, Siena, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Awesome. Well, first of all, welcome everybody. I would say good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are when you're watching this. I want to, say thank you for taking your time out to come on this call, knowing you could do anything right now, but you took the time to come on this call. So I really, really appreciate that. So I want to dive right in. I'm not going to take too much time of you, but I want to start this off with one of my favorite quotes. And I think Warren Buffett actually said it, if I remember correctly. He said, if you don't find a way to make money in your sleep, you're going to work until you die. And I think that's super powerful. And I know for me personally, I don't want to do that. I don't want to work until I die. Like, there's so much more to life. We only have this one life and we have to enjoy it, right? So my goal is to make money in my sleep. And I actually found 2 ways to do that. First is investing, and the second one is residual income. All right. So Siena just showed you one way, when it comes to the investing side, right? And I'm actually going to show you a part when it comes to residual. I'm going to say this up front for those that don't know what residual income is. It's basically very simple explained. You do something once and you get paid continuously for it. That's the goal. Literally make money in your sleep. You don't have to do like you do it once and that's it, right? I want to bring up a very cool, thought that my mentor brought up to me, not so long ago. I think most of us have a Netflix account. I'm pretty sure, or at least heard about Netflix. And I know me, I share with people, shows or movies that I watch on it, right? But Netflix never cut me a check for that. They never did, right? And the crazy part is, if you think about it, if Netflix would come to you, and would say, hey, if you get 2 people, 3 people, 10 people, 20 people to subscribe to Netflix, you get your subscription for free, or you get actually money paid for that. I bet with you, everybody would do it. I'm 100% sure everybody would do it. And the reason for that is word of mouth is so powerful. The classic way of doing ads, advertising, is that's not cutting it anymore, right? Now, if someone if an artist releases an album, They post it on Instagram and people start talking about it. That's the best way you can do it, literally, words of mouth. And the thing is, like, we always, like, one thing I'll show, I thought of the other day is, like, we always on our phones, right? We always on our phones, and even worse, most of us use our phone as our alarm clock, right? In the morning, and we use it to go to a job that we hate, right? We use it for that, but why? Like, if it doesn't make us happy, like, we pay $1,000 for, like, iPhone. I don't even know how much the new iPhone costs, but I'm gonna just say, like, $1,000 for phone. What does it do for you? What does it give you in return? Like, we on it all the time. We use it as an alarm clock to go to a job we hate. We on Instagram all the time, just scrolling through pages, looking at other people's lives and being jealous, or, you know, we're like, man, I wish I would have that life. Why not instead do something to get that life that you see on Instagram? Why not do something to make the money back that you invested into that iPhone? You know, people forget, like, the phone is it's a computer. It's a powerful tool, but we don't utilize it the right way for whatever reason. And I'm guilty of that. I used to be guilty of that. I'm glad, you know, my mindset changed when it comes to that. And if you think of that, like, one stream of income, and you have 10 different, you know, kinds of bills, it doesn't make sense. It makes zero sense, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and actually also share my screen. So Siena, basically, she gave you the dinner. I'm gonna give you the dessert. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. Siena, please let me know when you can see it.
Yeah, we can see that.
Awesome, awesome. So as I just mentioned, like, we have residual bills, right? Every month they come and come and come. Why not have residual income, right? So basically, the chance, you know, the second opportunity that Siena mentioned earlier is, first, you know, you have the trading side, and now you're actually able to become an independent business owner. You know, basically have a business, like, from the comfort of your home. And let me actually go ahead. And how that basically works is, she mentioned to you, if you get 2 people in, you get the subscription for free, right? Now, let's say you have a third person coming in, you're like, hey, what is it that you do? I want to do it as well. Or you think of someone, like your friends, family, whatnot, where you know they really could use this, right? It would help them, right? What you can do is you keep sharing it with other people, and the company's actually compensating you for it, right? So the first rank, that's how we call it, that you would get is a Platinum 150. What that means is you get $150 every month. That's $37.50 every Friday. So I'm pretty sure some of you probably be like, what the heck am I supposed to do with $37.50, right? But I challenge you, I bet with you, if you would find $37 on the street laying around, you would pick it up. You would take it. Because if you think of it, $150 every month, that's an extra money that you didn't have before. That money can pay for your subscription. It could pay for groceries and whatnot, right? So that's a lot of money. It's something you didn't have before, right? Next one is Platinum 600. That means you have 12 people on the team now, directly or indirectly. Because one thing I always say, like, we're a team. If you look at the word team, together everybody achieves more, right? So we do this together. We help you, right? So you have 12 people on the team. You're Platinum 600. It means you make $600 every month, right? So what we teach you now is basically to use that money to make more, right? So we have the saying, OPM, other people's money. Because if I ask you, you want to invest, you want to make money in trading, right? Would you rather use your hard-earned money from your 9 to 5, or would you rather use other people's money? Me personally, I prefer to use the OPM, right? So what we teach you is to take that money, the $600 or part of it, whatever, put it into your trading account and make more of it, right? Because if you think of it, like, all the companies out there, the shops, the stores, whatever, all of them want you to spend your money, right? So if you look at the word spend, it has the word end in it. That means if you spend your money, it's going to end, right? So they want you to get rid of it. What we do is we show you how to make more, right? That's the power behind it. So we help you to invest that back into the trading to make more, and then take that and invest it in even other things, right? So And the cool thing is, so now let's see, you have your job, you have the money you made through trading, and you have the residual income. That means you have 3 sources of income. The average millionaire has 7. That means you're only 4 away. How cool is that? I know I want to have at least 7 streams of income. That's a fact, right? So we have more and more ranks. The next one is Platinum 1000. You make $1,000 a month. And then you see yours goes up and up. And I'm gonna just give you an example. We have a guy in the company. He's 23 years old. He's a chairman 250. That means he makes $250,000 every month. I remember when I started, I thought those numbers are insane. Who's gonna do that? Now we have a 23-year-old having that rank. It's insane. So I see every day it is possible, right? And it's, to me personally, it's not just about the money. Let me actually stop the screen share. To me, it's not just about the money, but about the fact of being able to impact people's lives, right? To impact people's lives. And it keeps growing, it keeps growing. I think over the past 3 or 4 weeks, we had over 30,000 people join this platform because they saw the vision. They want more out of life. And I'm gonna ask you, would they join if this wouldn't work? They wouldn't, right? So, and the thing is, like, you don't have to do all this. Like, this is completely optional. That business side is optional. You don't have to do it. But at least go get your tour free. Get the education for free, right? And the thing is, I know some people, you know, have the broke mindset. They're gonna sit there and be like, oh my gosh, this is such, like, it's another pyramid scheme. Let me actually show you something. So I have an old dollar here. I'm gonna take the dollar. What does it show? What does it show right there? There's a pyramid. We live in a pyramid, like literally. If you don't work for yourself, you are in a pyramid. Look at the job, look at your government, right? So if you don't decide to, you know, work for yourself, you know, step outside of that box that society puts you in, you're gonna be in a pyramid no matter what, right? And I just keep telling people, like, don't stay poor. And I'm not talking about, like, don't get me wrong, poor is a mindset. Look at the word, it's passing over opportunity repeatedly. It's a mindset. You can change that, all right? So the thing is, like, I'm not here to to sell you anything. I'm here to share a vision with you. Same as Siena, we're here to share a vision with you. Like, we want to add value to your life. When's the last time you were on a call, a webinar, or whatnot, when someone tried to add value to your life? Look at the last 10, 20 people that messaged you. Are they helping you to elevate yourself? Are they helping you to grow? Are they challenging you, right? You got to look at the people you have around you. Like, elevation requires separation. I had to realize that. I changed a lot of people in my circle, and it really has an effect on your life, right? So let me actually paint you a picture. So let's say you are the Michael Jordan at your job, right? You're the best of the best. No one can do it as good as you for the next 20 years, right? You quit your job, or you retire after those 20 years. Are you living the life that you always wanted after being the best of the best? Are you now living the life you always wanted? I'm pretty sure the answer to that is no. So I'm asking you, why are you continuing going down the same path where there's no light at the end of the tunnel? Why? Like, I don't get it. The thing is, you can go for everything you want. The house, the car, whatever it is, all those things were made for human. So you can have it. You just have to find a vehicle to get it, right? So, and you actually took the first step. You're on this call, so I applaud you for that. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I applaud you for that. But now, excuse me, now it's time to take the second step. Take action, right? Because nothing is gonna come to you. You have to go get it, right? And just one advice, don't get off this call and, you know, go to your friends, family, and ask them for financial advice just because you heard about this Forex thing, right? Go to those people that actually have the success and they're able to help you to get there as well, right? So one of my favorite sayings is, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. You have to look at who you have around yourself. You have to have people around you that can help you elevate, right? So give yourself a chance, right? So I want to end this call with, you know, giving you, I want you to ask yourself something. What person are you? Are you person number one? that saw this information is like, I'm ready, let's go. I need to do something. I want to get going, right? Or your person number 2, I love the information, but I have more questions. Which person are you? No matter what, reach out to the person that invited you to this call, let them know, and I will see you guys on the other side. Thanks again. My name is Steph. Thank you for taking the time to be on here, and I will see you at the top.